he's a bit of a wanker, so I'll kick him out. And he did all these emotional things, and I stupidly regretted that decision because he framed it as if I was a bit odd or this and that to other people, and he tried to turn people against me
Mhm,
because I caught him out.
mhm,
And the
mhm.
one person that
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
aware of
Man,
it.
look, there are a lot of interesting things here that you say that we could start discussing about. But I think this last one is extremely interesting, which is why I jumped in, is that you want to be careful in calling people out when they are in your social circle and when they have the power to harm you or hurt you in some way. Because then some people will do that kind of thing, right? They will try to take the little revenge and they will spread rumors about you or try to find a way to get back at you. So if you realize that somebody is a nasty wanker, you might have to think twice if you want to show that to him, if you want to tell him directly, or if you want to call him out on that. Because sometimes the best option in this case is say, "Oh yeah, yeah, man, cool, thanks," and then take distance from him, but without calling him out of it, without aggressing him, without one-upping him, without showing him to him, because then what you discussed can happen.
Yeah. So you're saying that with that sort of distance, and how do you gently sort of get rid of those? Yeah, I was a
Yeah,
bit sort of boom. I could have gently done it, and it appeared better, whatever. But
exactly. Exactly. I'm not saying that what happened was wrong because, you got it out of your system, you showed it to him, it can be okay. And if the harm that ensued was not too bad, then, you've done well. Still, sometimes you want to think about it. If you want to be more Machiavellian, more socially effective about it, then if somebody's in your social circle, if he has the power to harm you somehow, it's better to keep the distance, but without showing him. Kind of, oh yeah, we're still friends, but you just don't interact with him, right? You close him out, but without officially closing him out.
yeah, you don't do it too harshly, so that there's
Yeah.
nothing they can sort of go on and say
Yeah,
this.
yeah. Or you don't do it harshly at all. You just start losing contact with people. Or if he was an agent, you could even come up with an excuse. You can even say, "Look, you're awesome, man, but I just happened to find this other guy who's got this other good connection, which was very good for me. I'm still happy to come back and work with you in the future, even if it's not true." You just say to him, throw him a bone, throw the motherfucker a bone. The way he cannot hurt you. You give him the exact same loss without incurring any losses for yourself.
That's one of the things, isn't it? With these sort of situations, I've done that quite a few times where I've just gotten rid of people, but it's sort of turned around. But
Mhm.
with a lot of the people that I get rid of, it's been a much better place, but I've not done it in maybe the right way.
What I will say here is that watch out who you're trying to confront, because sometimes confronting people is not the best idea, because you make it official that you have a problem with them. You make it official that now you're an enemy, and then now they might have an excuse to actually hit you even harder and more openly. And what we talked about before, basically, keep that intel in the beginning for yourself and think what's the best way to proceed. Is talking straight to him the best solution for this? It might be, but it's not necessarily the case. When you read a lot of book about self-development, assertiveness, the answer is always go to him, say it straight, say it in this way, in this assertive way. That's not always the right answer, because you are making it official that you know that you don't like them, and that is going to turn that person into an enemy and potentially into a bigger enemy. So sometimes the best solution is do your own thing, keep quiet, take the distance, think about the next steps, but don't officialize it that you have a problem with them. You can also play the fool, pretend that you didn't realize. So that's something to keep in mind. Going directly to the person and talking directly and straight to him is not always the best solution.